Okay, hello friends, 1 minute. Okay, I'm just going to begin talking. Now, right now, it is Monday morning in Turkey, okay? I'm about to go to school and teach. Now, the topic of today's lesson, as the same as always, is about languages. Now, I'm preparing for a TED Talk. A TED Talk is something that people talk about. Alright, now I want to talk about languages, and specifically I want to talk about language perceptions, because this is the subject of my TED Talk. Okay, so what does perception mean? What is language perception? And like, why is it important? Okay, those are some big questions for this YouTube video. This is a YouTube video. Okay, basically a TED Talk. Basically, language is something that people speak. We all know this. Okay, duh, right? And perception is what you think about that language. So take an example. I'm gonna give my TED Talk example. Okay, Navajo. All right, Navajo in English. So when the the Europeans came to America and they started pushing west, something they called manifest destiny. What they did was a lot of fighting, and they eradicated and killed a lot of Indians. Okay, both sides did bad things, of course, but what ended up happening was basically white people took over America, Europeans, I should say, and the native peoples were relocated to various reservations and stuff. And a big a big issue when this was happening, and it's a recurring theme, is the issue of language, right? Because in the United States, you had many different, the current country that we call the United States, there's many different Indian tribes and languages that were spoken. And when the Europeans came over, they're like, all right, everybody's going to speak English. And so they set up boarding schools, and they set up institutions to teach young natives how to speak English. It wasn't really teaching, it was more like, sorry about that, you're going to speak English or we're going to whip and beat you, okay? If you speak your native language, we will whip you. If you speak English, we will praise you, okay? So, that's what happened, and it wasn't nice. A lot of, like, I'll take example Navajo. A lot of Navajo kids went to schools, you know what I mean, in the territory that's now Arizona and New Mexico and stuff, and they would leave as children. They would go to these schools and live there and be traumatized, basically, and then they'd come back and they'd speak English and they wouldn't speak Navajo, because in their minds, speaking Navajo was related to getting whipped and beaten, and speaking English was related to getting praised. Okay, so what happens is, this is called language perception. A Navajo child perceives English as being something that he will not get whipped for saying, and he perceives Navajo as something that is bad and is perceived as painful. So when this native child goes back to his family, he's not speaking Navajo, he's speaking English. And this, it can be viewed from two different perspectives. One perspective, it helps English be the language of the country. From the second perspective, it's bad because the kid's not learning Navajo, and I sympathize with the kid, okay? But I also understand the importance of having a language that we can all speak. But the thing is, you can speak two languages, okay? This is what the white people, okay, those dirty white men didn't understand when they came over from Europe. We can teach everyone English, but we can also let them speak their own language. What an idea. So what do we have now in the current day United States? We've got a bunch of, white-skinned people, Europeans, okay, that are speaking English, and this is, I say it's beneficial, okay? It's beneficial because it's, everyone can communicate. But we do have kind of like a boring monoculture, mono-English culture, and we also have a bunch of tribes that are pissed off because they don't have their culture anymore, and all the old people are dying, they can't remember how to speak their language. I can help you. I can help you, okay? I know about this stuff. I know quite a bit, actually. So, why am I pissed off, okay? I'm pissed off because I want to learn Navajo, and I can go and learn it. Okay? Alright. That's language perception. That's one example. 5 minutes. Thank you. Toodaloo. Oh, comment on this video. Keep learning languages. Bye-bye.